So, hi everybody and welcome back. This is Unreal Engine tutorial series for absolute beginners. We are going on with our overview. This is video number 18, I think. And yeah, we stopped where we stopped. And we stopped with, I think with materials and with textures a little bit. We talked a little bit about how to create a material, why we need textures, because the textures is the first thing what we need to create a material. And with the textures there were one problem, because there are something like normals and diffuse and whatever different kind of textures, which we will not talk here because it is more interesting to create these things and then talk about that. But as an overview, you should just know there are different kind of textures, and there is one main image, then we have something like this normals and so on. We talked about this a little bit, and in this video we are going to talk, let's open up our folder, our starter content, talk about a little bit about these particles. And particles means here in this case fx, yes, sfx normally, and it's a fx, a special effect. For example, we have here explosion effect. I can click and drag and drop this in our scene, and you can see when I start playing, there was an explosion. Okay, that was not a good place. Let's put it here where we can see it a little bit better and start again, and you see it was very fast. There was it. So anyway, we go back. Let's dock this to our layout so that we have not click it all time away, and let's delete our explosion. And we are talking a little bit about this FX. So this kind of special effects you can create. How we create it, let's double click it, for example, to this fire here. I click on it and double click it, and then it opens up. I dock this one first here on top so I can switch it again very smoothly, and then we see it opens up a new window. And actually we will not go through all here because it's not difficult, but it is much to talk, and the best way to get to use it when we create a special effect. Right now I want to only mention you that when we watch this a little bit, you can see we have here, let's say, columns, right? And they have all different kind of functionalities. For example, here on top it says here I manipulate the flames. So when I click this away, for example, you can see it affects a little bit. And when I click it up again, and here we have the flames are gone a little bit. Okay, and here when I click the smoke, now there is no smoke, and so on. So there are different kind of sections how to manipulate, how to create this yes, this effect. But the very important thing what I want here just to mention is we have here a problem, and the problem is what? I think this what you see right now here, I'm not sure about it, is cascade. There are two systems in Unreal Engine. There is the first system, how to create an effect, the cascade system. This is the older system, which should be not supported in Unreal Engine 5, I think. And there is the second system. It is called the Niagara System, and this one is actually supported in Unreal Engine 5. And when I watch this one, I'm not sure. I thought this one is the cascade system. That's why I'm a little bit irritated, because cascade should be not supported in Unreal Engine 5, because they said they will deprecate it, they will change it, and they will only use Niagara in the future. So I'm here a little bit, I'm a little bit confused, but because perhaps the reason perhaps for this is this data content was made back in Unreal Engine 4, and there they wanted to use, they used the cascade system. So that's very important when you open up this one and see this system here, you probably will not use this one. Careful about that. So that's very important to note. And where do we find actually the Niagara system? Let's go. I don't know it myself. I have just to watch. Where is the Niagara system? I don't know. So the one way, the one thing what I know is you can just like this add button here, and then you can create the special effect. So we go to create the special effects. There is a FX section, and the new thing what I said is this Niagara, but here are different kind of Niagara things. But here on bottom you see the Niagara system, right? And I click on it, and let's see what's saying here. I clicked new system from select image, new let's go on here and let's select, I'm not sure, let's select, no, let's go back. What do we have here next? No, it's also back. Let's take the first one, let's click it. I don't do it myself because it's new too for me. I never used it actually. Let's make a dynamic beam or phone to net. Let's make this one, and then with through plus and finish. And now this one is open up. Okay, this was creation. Okay, let's, I double click on it. I want to see only I want to show you only the Niagara system, and you see, let's compare this one with our cascade system. So the first thing what you see, there is a red line for Niagara system, and the cascade here has a white line. The second thing is, when we read the tooltip here, it says on top cascade particle system legacy, which means this will be deprecated, don't use that. And when we read here on top the tooltip, it says Niagara system. So in future you have to learn this system. This is, they say it's a little bit more complicated, but it's more effective. You have more options here and more power. So, and this system we have to learn later. So this system here, what you see here, this cascade system, if you work with a code from anyone who wrote something in Cascade, I think it is still supported just for the case that there are some systems made earlier and they still support this, but I'm not sure if it's supported in Unreal Engine 5. So make sure that when you create something, create all in Niagara system. So don't learn Cascade tutorials, I would say. Just go to the Niagara system. So we delete this. And this is a bad example here now with this one, what we have here, because these are all cascade effects, but you can see they are all made finished effects. So this is the reason why we still need cascade. For example, I have no intention to create them anew, or you imported this from, I don't know, 3 files, and you say, when I have it already, why I have to create now this all again in Niagara and so on. That's why it is supported, I think, but just in case in future, learn Cascade. That said, and the Cascade effects we don't learn here. That was the overview, but we still take these effects to our to our folder because we have no other effects and I'm not going to create new effects in this overview, right? This is the last thing what we are going to do here. Just what I said to you, we just create the files which we really need. Particles is not the real, it is the real name, but actually we need a folder which calls fx, and in this case even sfx, I think, for videos, I mean for graphic effects, because there are sound effects too. Or is this sound effects? Oh, I made it wrong. Is this sound effect? VFX, let's call it VFX, I don't know. For video FX, I don't know, find the name what this is, and then we have it. They call it, for example, just FX. Best way is perhaps just to call this FX. Let's call it FX, whatever. Normally we have their sound effects or like particle effects here for, so that's why. But anyway, we call them so, and then we select them again. Click the first one, shift the last one, and drag and drop to our FX folder. Move here and click on top again. Right click, go to fix up the right fixed all the directions, and that's it. And we have one more problem. There are materials. Normally we would go and put these materials in our materials folder. Let's do this one, but they put it in fx folder because they are belonging to them, but I put it still in my materials folder, which is not good, but I make it. Later I will explain you why it's not good or good. Let's make it, move it, and this folder we can first, we go top again, fix this, then go down, delete this. All right, and this is still referenced anyway, delete it. So now we have all the important things here in our folder. Let me see. Blueprints, we have talked a little bit. I don't take this blueprints here, what we have here. I don't take this right now. They can stay here. And in the next maps we have talked also. HDR overview. Yes, we can talk this one in the next video. And I stop here. See you there. Bye.